Hey, everybody. I hope that you guys are all doing okay. I'm going to, let's see here. I don't know. I've never done this before, so this is going to be exciting. Um, and I don't know if, apparently, I cannot go live on video, which is absolutely fine. So hey, welcome to chat with Coach Desi in the Lab community. Life Aligned Business. And today I wanted to just jump on for a little while to chat about cryptocurrency, to chat about the membership program that I'm a part of, to answer any type of questions that you all may have. To There is no such thing as a crazy question. So, if you are live with me for the first time, let me just introduce myself. Guys, I am a business coach. I am a speaker. I'm a trainer. I help business owners, purpose driven business owners, founders, innovators, creative entrepreneurs to create global impact through their business. So if you have a desire to be a global entrepreneur, a global business owner where you are sharing what has been put on your heart with the world, I help you to do that. I help you to get your clarity together. I help you to get your confidence together. I help you to get your commitment together so that at the end of the day, you can make cash. Because if we're in business, we are in business to make money. And the money is not the most important part. However, the money is incredibly important because it's a resource. And in order to have a business, you need resources. So one of the resources that I wanted to share with you today is that of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is just a digital form of money. It's something that's been used in the finance system for a very long time. It's something that has been leveraged by banks for a very long time. We, just regular people, did not know about it. And I got involved really in the cryptocurrency space. Um, my brother introduced it to me a couple years back, and he actually gifted me $25 of Bitcoin. Didn't know anything about it, didn't know what to do with it. I just let it sit there and let it sit and let it sit. Next thing several months later, I go and look, and that $25 is now turned into $200 and some change. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, this is pretty cool. Um, and the next thing I decided, drop in a little bit more money. I think the next little bit of money that I put in there was about $100, and I watched that or actually $300 turn into $800, and so on and so forth. And it was really fascinating because I didn't have to do anything for it. I knew that my bank was not uh, giving me that type of return in a year. And so I just found it very fascinating, very interesting to say the least. And it was kind of fun. Again, walking through it ignorantly, not really understanding what, blockchain was. And I'd heard about Web 3.0, but I really wasn't too, interested in what it was all about. I was too much in the zone of, trying to quote unquote run a business and be this coach, speaker, and trainer. And one of the things that I found was that I was constantly in this hustle and grind mode with my business. So, you got to hustle. You got to hustle to get clients. You got to hustle to create clients, or however you want to term it. And there was often times, if I could just be completely real, there are often times when it was kind of crazy, where the hustle was hard, but the money wasn't. Wasn't getting all that many, paid clients. I had been, um, gosh, I had been taught to, you know, do things for free, and at some point, because you're adding value, that the free would turn into fee, which, you know, it does support the idea or the principle of give and it'll come back to you. If you're a person of faith, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Well, the pressed down, shaken together, running over wasn't happening fast enough. And when you got bills and you got kids and, you know, having a business costs money, you can continue to invest your personal resources. At some point, you do get kind of frustrated. So enter crypto. Um, in December, as a matter of fact, on New Year's Eve, I got a call from a dear friend of mine and was like, "Hey, Desi, I just learned about this amazing educational platform where you can earn every single day in the crypto space." Now, guys, I've been a business owner for several years, and one thing I was very clear on was that in order to get anywhere, I had to invest in myself. So she told me about it, and I was like, okay, you know what, cool, sign me up. I'll do it. So jumped right on in because I'm not really risk averse. You know, it, I like the challenge per se, on some things, on some things. So went ahead and jumped in, and she introduced me to this membership platform called Hyperverse. Now, I thought that here in this room thingy on Facebook, I could show video, and I've got this really incredible video that I wanted to share, but I guess I can put it in the chat later or in the inside the group later. But she shared with me about Hyperverse, and I got started with I purchased a membership, and that membership at the time, the smallest that you could do was like a 300 membership. And so instead, I had the opportunity to get started with 500. So I did the 500 membership, and we did it. And I'm watching on the screen as I'm um, getting my membership, because the membership was based on a cryptocurrency coin called USDT. Now, USDT is called a stable coin, and it is valued on the US dollar. So one USDT equates one fiat, which is one US dollar. So it's a one-to-one ratio. And for those of you that are a little bit more, familiar with the terminology, forgive me. I'm not an expert. I am in the learning process, learning stage, so I won't always get it right. So anyway, USDT, it's a one-to-one, and inside the membership, it wasn't called like a crypto, it was called a reward or a hyper unit. So one hyper unit equaled one USDT. So anyway, I'm like, okay, get started with 500, a 500 membership. And as soon as I got my membership, my rewards balance tripled. And the first question out of my mouth when I saw it for myself was, what kind of witchcraft is this? You've got to be kidding me. And she laughed and she's like, Desiree, this is real. This is very, very real. I cannot, it's real. The worst thing that can happen is that every single day you make 0.05% every single day. I was like, what? So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead. I was kind of kind of excited and kind of spooked at the same time with, with the immediate triple of the 500 going to 1500 HUs, hyper units. And so I was like, okay, cool. So then I followed up the next day and the next day because she had said every single day you're going to earn daily rewards of 0.05% on that, on my membership. So every day I would log into my platform to check out, where I was in my membership. There's like tons of educational videos available, articles that I could read, and and it really just went into depth on, what blockchain is, what crypto is, what NFTs are, what mining is, what staking is, what MOF, and just all this new terminology that, as regular folks typically, especially when you're like in a hustle mode, that you don't really pay attention to, right? So I'm looking every day, and every single day I'm getting 0.05% in rewards. And I'm watching my balance go up. I'm like, ooh, this is fun. Ooh, this is fun. And so, you know, she's like, no, Desiree, you can leave this like this and not do anything, or, you can go and help people. I was like, what do you mean I can help people? She's like, yeah, um, if you decide that you want to help others to learn more about this, you can. I was like, and what happens when I help people? She's like, well, you can get rewarded even more. I'm like, okay, cool, but do I have to do that? And she's like, no, you don't have to. Now, let me put a plug in right there because this is really important. I have been involved in only God knows how many direct sales, network marketing type of businesses. Okay. And I already had this uncomfortable, ill feeling in the back of my mind about recruiting people, sales, this hustle grind mentality, and I told her, I said, listen, here's my challenge because I don't like that, number one. Number two, I didn't have the success that I desire to have in that space without really like selling myself out. And I wasn't about to do that. I'd finally found my space in the coaching community, business and leadership coaching, and really fell in love with watching people get their ahas and growing and becoming better. And so I was like, listen, if I could not get to million selling lipstick, what in the hell would I be thinking that I'm going to go and recruit people for something as sketchy potentially as crypto? I mean, everything that I'd heard in the news about cryptocurrency was kind of crazy. Bitcoin. I now listen. I had evidence. I saw how what I had invested had gone up. Let me just share that with you. I saw what I had invested go up, but I still had this, what we call in the coaching community, scarcity mentality that, yeah, I saw it, but you know what? What's happening in real life still could not possibly happen for me. And then I had the story that I had already been telling myself about, network marketing and direct sales and things of that nature. And she stopped me. She's like, Desiree, cut the BS out. Here's the bottom line. You don't have to sell nothing. I was like, okay. So how do you get people to want to become part of this membership? She's like, all you're doing is sharing information. They get to decide, they get to choose what it is that they want to do. But the best part is that regardless of whether they choose to join you on the journey or if they choose not to, hear me, if they choose to join you on the journey or if they choose not to, you still will earn daily rewards. Okay, so I'm checking every single day. Every single day I'm getting rewarded. Every single day I'm getting rewarded. Every single day. And the rewards are adding up. Um, so I decided, I'm like, okay, well, if I only did it with 500, I wonder what will happen if I decide to get a different type of membership. So I went ahead and decided to, up the ante. And lo and behold, the rewards got bigger. The rewards got bigger. And even today, that was started in December of 2021. Today, I'm close to 5 figures. I'm like inches away from 5 figures in rewards. And I'm having a blast, ladies. Now, why am I talking about this in Life Aligned Business? Like, how does this align? We're talking about resources. Here's something that's really important. As a business owner, I promise you that unless you have like mastered your marketing, you've mastered your client acquisition, you've mastered your ability to network, you've mastered all of the things that are necessary in order to create a vibrant, viable, and money-making machine in your business, doing what you love, there are going to be times when the month is longer than the money, where you do not have to sell yourself out and you could still win every single day. That's what I found inside this community. That's what I've also found in the cryptocurrency space, because here's the deal. I just heard a story the other day about a young lady who, well, let me back up before I tell the story. So I asked my girlfriend, well, if people want to pay me in crypto, now that I have a digital wallet and that's unique to me, no one else has that wallet ID, can they pay me in crypto? She said, well, yeah. I said, and people that use crypto, that are familiar with it, and they know, the volatility and the up and down of how the market can go within the space, they're already of the mindset of, I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a risk, and they're going to be more apt to be okay with paying with crypto, because they know that the money that they have, or the cryptocurrency that they have, um, is going to continue to make them money every day. And in the space that we're in the hyperverse space, because it is based on a stable coin, and there is a guarantee that, now that we're in we have a different membership, so it's no longer a point, zero, a 0.05%, but it's 0.03%. But now our rewards are 4x. So had I gotten involved with hyperverse, when I got involved, it was 3x. And now, that was membership 1.0, membership 2.0 is now 4x. I can quadruple. I can quadruple my membership. She was like, yeah. I said, and so if I've got business customers who would prefer to pay me in cryptocurrency, I can accept that and then make my money work for me, as opposed to me just working for it. She said, yeah. I said, so what's the catch? And she laughed and she laughed and she laughed and she said, Desi, every which way is a win. There is no catch. Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. There's a risk involved with everything. The risk is how much, you know, you decide or a person decides to get started with within our community. I was like, okay, so talk to me about the risk. Talk to me about the risk. Like, okay, well, if I decided that I wanted to start brand new membership and my membership gets me access to learn to have access to the educational platform and training and meeting other people that are in this space and learning and all of those things, and I get a 400 membership, the worst thing that can happen is that I will forex my money. Uh-huh. Well, when can I pull it out? Well, there are requirements behind that. I said, okay. I said, so if I'm earning every single day, once I get to to the membership that I started with, she's like, let me just explain it to you this way. If you got started with 400 and you earned every single day your daily rewards, and your daily rewards got up to 400, you could technically pull out that 400, and by the end of your membership, you'll still have another 1200 waiting on you. I was like, what? What? It's like, yeah, the worst thing that can happen, the worst thing that can happen is that you quadruple your money. The worst thing that can happen is that you have access to a community that is already involved. You guys, we have a video that you can watch. It'll take an hour of your time. We have a video that you can watch that will educate you on the founders, their background, their involvement at the foundational levels of this cryptocurrency market that we have. You talk about all the different exchanges and the different coins, and they are angel investors in 16 out of the top 20 cryptocurrency exchanges out there. I mean, you get access to all of that. The worst thing that can happen is that you decide that you're not going to educate yourself, that you are going to, you know, just continue to be and do the same things and just have the same things that you've had all along. She, she said, but what if you tried? What could happen? So, what could happen? So, here I am, and I'm in our community. And this is really important, not only to me, but I know that, each of you decided to go into business for a reason. Each of you decided to live out your purpose for a reason. Each of you decided to share your gifts for a reason. And, if we just get down to the nuts and bolts of what this is all about, if you're not making money in your business, you're not in business. You got a hobby. Real talk. Yes, hard work is required. Absolutely. Yes, vision is required. Absolutely. But can you see giving yourself the option? Oh, and let me also tell you, you don't have to have a business in order to make money in crypto. You don't have to have one. So the story that I was going to share was about this young lady who's an interior designer, and she was doing work for a client, and the client insisted on paying her with crypto. Insisted. So she had to go and open up an exchange and, get signed up with one so that she could actually accept the cryptocurrency, but she doesn't know what to do with the crypto. Well, guess what? I know a way that she can take it, convert it, and whatever she got paid from her client, let's just say it was 5,000, can exchange that from fiat US dollar to USDT, which is a cryptocurrency, and can take that, get a membership inside Hyperverse, and now that 5,000 is 20,000. It's it's just that simple. It's just that simple, y'all. So, um, just interest. It's just so fascinating. So I want to open up. I wanted to help. I want to help. Not I wanted to. I want to help. Um, I want to make sure that those of you that are interested, that want to, whether you are actively working your business, you're passively working your business, you're asking yourself, why the hell do I have a business? Um, whatever it is, whatever stage that you're in, I want to help you. This is a space. This is where you can uh, get the help and the basic questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Just get the basics of understanding so that you can win in this space. Listen, if you're spending your time on the internet researching and digging and trying to find what's wrong, you're going to find exactly that. I promise you, you're going to find exactly that. But what if it happens, and what if it's right, and what if it works? We have another mutual friend who is in his 60s and works a very, very uh, stressful job, similar, to me, has a business on the side, and he made the commitment that he would, get himself, give himself the opportunity to create another stream of income for himself. And every single time he gets paid, he's investing in himself. I cannot wait to see what happens when he decides, okay, you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out my rewards and be able to do the things that I've always wanted to do with the earnings, the rewards, the earnings that I've made. So I'm excited. I've got several people on the team, my kids, my man. I've got some of you guys here are involved in our membership space. I just want to help you. I want to help you. Listen, even if you don't join the Hyperverse community, even if you don't, open yourself up so that you can have multiple ways for your business to create income and then make that money your employee so that you'd never have to ask it again for permission to do anything, but you tell it what to do. It's a resource, it's not your source. So I hope that you've enjoyed this time. Hopefully, next time some of you guys will jump on here with me live and you can ask any question that you want to. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you again on Chat with Coach Desi. I will also leave a link where you can, if you want to learn more about this membership platform and the cryptocurrency space, leave me a message down below, send me a DM. I will contact you personally and we can talk personally. Doesn't matter what your situation is. It doesn't matter where you want to start. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that you do get started. So, ladies, I encourage you to go grow your business so that you can continue to change lives. Live a life that is aligned with your values and what you believe. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again soon.